Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for kabooming in. Luna, US Tether, has been wrecked. Completely obliterated out there. Luna down like 95%. I'm glad we didn't bite at that bait. We want to address it, though, because we have spoke about Luna. Maybe there's some lessons to be learned there with that. With what just happened out there. Sheesh. In crypto, things are not always what they seem. Today we'll be talking about, shout out to the meta maniacs on my kapumpers worldwide. Guys, if you haven't lost an arm, a leg, a limb out there deep in the meta trenches, you can't call yourself a meta soldier, a crypto maniac boomer. You can't win a meta NFT like that. You can't win the championship ring. Make sure you tune in to the Medals of Honor, the gold spades that will be dropping soon. And let's see if you're really a champion. Let's see who ends up possessing the ring later on this year. 2022 Meta Championship hosted by Champagne and the Champagne Crypto Champagne Room. Kaboom! Turn off these coins. Shout out to the funny bunnies. The baby bear cubs, excuse me. And there's a funny buddy. Snipe him out the box. Let's see who's still hanging around. Some of the newbies are getting clapped. I mean, listen, everybody's getting clapped. But some of the newbies are under fire for the first time. And some of the whales that came over from the fiat space are under fire as well. Most of them. Welcome to crypto, where things are not always what they seem. We're an ape. A picture of an ape can take you over 100 ETH. And we're an algorithmic stable coin that's perfectly programmed, allegedly, can go down 95+% in 5 days and less. This is what's going on here in crypto. Things are not always what they seem. Let me check out the chat. Shout out to the boomers out there. We got the Crypto Wonder podcast out there. Always dropping some fly raps. I like those raps. I like the podcast. Kaboom, go check out Crypto Wonder. Shout out to Nicholas Wright. I see you. Johnson Cackery. I see you. Lucian. The rest of the meta maniacs are in the... Let's see who's really coming out to play now that everybody's under fire. Now there's heat. There's heat in the trenches right now. There is heat in the trenches. People are under fire. Let's see who the real crypto soldiers are. Kaboom. Do you have a medal yet? Are you going to get a gold spade? Tune into the Discord. You see the gold medal there in the bottom right-hand side. If you collect either a gold, a silver, a bronze, you can get yourself a Meta Championship Ring NFT. This is a free drop that we're doing out there. I'm not even hitting people over the heads. We're continuing to do movements, do drops, and more. I'm excited this morning. I get more hype when things get bloody because it shows me who's really here for the long gun. Shout out to Nicholas Wright, Maker and Die Exploding. Johnson Cackery. There's a reason why I stick to BTC and ETH, says Tyler. And keep his... Listen, I've been saying that too. You know, I'm heavy on the bits, heavy on the ETH. Okay, I've dipped, I've been sliding. Listen, I'm not a hater. There's things that that we've learned here in crypto for a while. Things are not always what they seem. What seems like a solid project can end up resulting in what looks like a scam. And what looks like a scam could result in a solid project. So don't be a hater. You gotta try things out. And don't overexpose yourself either, because you never know. I remember when even Bitcoin was taboo. Why do you think the champs anon? Because we were in the trenches back when it was a gray area. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't even know what was going on. You said, oh, I'm into Bitcoin. You're a scammer. Okay? You never know what's going on. Things are not always what they seem in crypto. And you just can't be a hater. It could go either way. Crypto Wonder Podcast says all facts. That's the truth. You never know. You never know. So, that's why you don't see the champ hating on projects. You know, people present to me stuff. I don't know. It may go left or right. It may be Bored Ape Yacht. It may be Terra Luna. I don't know. I may try a little bit of here or there. You never know. That's what I'm trying to say. Look, SHIB. Look at SHIB. Look at Doge. I mean, come on. Nicholas Wright said, you're right. He messed up announcing he bought Bitcoin. I missed that comment. Quan should have never announced he was buying BTC to peg, allowed people to front run him. Says Nicholas, yeah, you may be right. You may be right. You never know, though. That's the thing. You never know. I mean, did he have an ill intention or not? Was he a scammer? I mean, like, there's so many ways that you can look at this. But rather than try to dissect everything and get all meticulous, just look at the big picture here. Some things may go left, some things may go right. You just got to keep a good attitude, okay? And try things out, but also you don't want to bite too much of the apple. You don't want to go wilding out and try to eat the whole thing. You want to make, tread lightly. And let me explain to you. Sometimes it may go your way and sometimes it may not. A perfect example, look at Hex. What appeared to look like a scam at the beginning, even myself. I didn't claim the Hex. The champ didn't claim his Hex. I've said, listen, it could have been one of the worst mistakes ever. I didn't claim my Hex. I'm a BTC maniac. I would be, it's probably the worst move I've ever did. Because it looked kind of like a scam to me. I didn't know. Like, look, come verify your Bitcoin address to your ETH. I never heard of that. And I didn't want to even pay attention. But keep it 1,000. You never heard the champ trash talking the Hexers. I never trash talked the Hexers. I said, look, I don't know if that's for me. But ultimately, you're probably better off trying something out than not. But you never know. That's the point I'm trying to say. Like, everybody's trying to act like they know. Elon doesn't know. Sailor doesn't. No one knows. Quan buying Bitcoin and the whole Justin Sun weird stuff. And you know what? Tyler actually thought about that before the pod here. It's like, Justin Sun's that USDD and that Tron just happened right before Luna crumbled. So is there any type of correlation going on or not? I don't know. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Kaboom! Kaboom! Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Kaboom! Bougie in the house. Shout out to Bougie. Shout out to Tyler Johnson. Things are just not always what they seem in crypto. I don't got the answers. That's why I always put out the disclaimer. I'm not your block father. I'm not your crypto daddy. Although maybe I should be. I'm not. You got crypto cucks. You got crypto Karens surrounding the perimeter. You just never know. Tron Nation says Crypto Tash. Listen, I haven't handled Tron in a long time. To keep it $1.50. But they pulled up early. I'll tell you that much. Seems like every other year, Justin Sun's pumping something new, but I'm not mad at Justin either. Maybe he hits one out the park. Nicholas Wright says, I'm making money on KuCoin shorting. Salute to you. Salute to you. The shorts, the leverage, not my cup of tea. Wave the Tron Nation flag to zero, says Tyler. I mean, I don't care either way, to tell you the truth. I don't. I'm not trying to pump nor dump Tron. I really don't care. I mean, I've used it, and I recognize that Tron had some DeFi stuff popping before a lot of other projects did. Tron had that DeFi popping at the beginning. That I recognize. Am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. Check out Luna over here. You got Luna Tether here at 155, down 91%. The lesson learned here that any project, even a project in the top 10, top 20, can get clapped, obliterated. What appeared to be a pretty sound project, the algorithmic stablecoin, which has been trending. We've been talking about that. The Tombs, the USDDs, the other stablecoins that have taken this algorithmic approach. I mean, is it a scam? Is it not? I wouldn't say either or. It's just, things don't always work. And, a lot of people here believed in Luna. Now, another thought I had, because I look at things, you got to look at things different angles here. Was Luna set up to doom from the beginning? Is this DARPA created or affiliated? Because it seems to me like it was just perfect timing. Luna crashes and then boom, you get this. Yellen renews call for stablecoin regulation after Terra USD stumble. Is this just perfect timing or is this orchestrated? You tell me. Drop a comment in the chat box. And I don't care either way. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't care. I think that this thing is here to stay as far as BTC and ETH. And things are formulated to take away your bits and your ETHs. Okay? And you got to use these other projects to surf on to stack more bits and ETH. And some of the other projects are going to be here to stay. I just don't know which ones. I just don't know. I really don't. And as much as I, tout BTC and ETH too, I mean, we already said, Satoshi Santa Claus, this Ether that we're running is not really Ether Classic anyway. They rolled back the chain on the DAO anyway. So it's like, there's so many ways you can look at it. Definitely orchestrated, says right. Maybe. I thought about it though. I was like, yo, this is a little, this is convenient here. People will appreciate Cardano's approach now to make things great. You need time. Algorithmic stablecoin for Cardano by Cody will be done right. Hopefully. We've talked about Cardano since basically the beginning. And while I admit that's like the nerd coin, it's done pretty all right. You know what I mean? Even though they got clapped at some point too. I think every coin has gone down about 85%, 90% at some point. Sten the man says, damn, the ship is sinking. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, they're getting clapped. I mean, down 90% in 5 days is not a good look. I mean, that's just as bad as a scam, right? Like, that's basically a rug pull, whether it was legit or not. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. So before you start pointing fingers, not you, Sten, I'm just saying the greater crypto Karens out there, before they start pointing fingers, you never know how things could, turn out. This is crypto. This thing is, the wild west. It's still the wild west. People still don't understand what's going on. And it seems like the winners are those that don't hate and they try things out early. That's one thing I've noticed. Like the summary of crypto is obviously if you pull up early, if you're there and you're paying attention, you probably will win. Luna to sub 1 penny. I don't know. I'm not holding it. I'm glad I didn't bite the bait. I covered Luna. I talked about it. We checked out Anchor. Everything looked pretty cool. I never hated on it. It looked like a good opportunity. I recognized the gains. But as I said before, it wasn't worth for the champ personally to move capital out of the EVM machines into Luna so that we can get UST and stake at 17 or 18%. It just wasn't attractive for me. So, I'd rather go with like DeFi Kingdoms. And DeFi Kingdoms got clapped too. Ultimately, DeFi Kingdoms, a solid project that I think is innovative and that's still doing its thing. It's still, people are using it. They're gaming. I looked at DeFi Kingdoms. It was sub $1. All-time high $20 or $21. So you just never know. You just never know. One thing that you got to know is never to fall in love with a project. That's for sure. Don't fall in love with these projects. Guys, don't fall in love with any of them. Don't fall in. If they're not performing, if she's not putting out, then you got to go on to the next one. If she's not putting out, you got to go on to the next one. Don't fall in love. This is, you're not getting married to these coins. You're better off being polygamous than monogamous out here, guys. I'll tell you that much. You want monogamy, find yourself a real woman, not a crypto coin. Yeah, never marry, says Nicholas. Yeah, I mean, and if you're going to marry, and I don't even say this, it's going to be BTC or ETH, but don't even marry those either, because there's going to be points in time that there's going to be other coins that are going to pump way harder than Bitcoin and ETH. And if you're completely a maxi, you're going to miss out on opportunities. Okay? I'll say I'm guilty of some of that. I'm kind of a BTC maxi still at heart. I'll be honest with you. I'm a hodler. Okay? And, there's some opportunities that I missed on, but probably some bullets that I dodged because, I side with the big dog. The big dog pitbull here is BTC. The big dog pitbull here is BTC and ETH. And ETH. ETH has more utility. ETH has more utility. I recognize that. People use ETH more than BTC. They serve, they each serve their lane, though. You got your Cokes and your Pepsis. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking. Interesting day for crypto. Things are not always what they seem. Lesson learned for the newbies. Even for the whales that are newbies from the fiat space. Welcome. It's the champ. We've been out here for a while. And if you haven't lost a limb, you can't call yourself a crypto maniac. You probably are not holding a Medal of Honor. Elon's not holding a Medal of Honor. He's not prepared. Maybe he will now, after we dipped under 30K. Maybe we get him a medal. Shout out to Crypto Tash, 100. Same goes for Sailor and them. We pulled up early. Because we weren't haters. That's the thing. We weren't haters. I said, let me try this out. Let me check it out. Check it out. Try it out. Taste it. You know what I mean? Pause. FTM. How about FTM? Listen, don't fall in love with coins. Don't get married. As much as I like FTM, and I spoke positively about FTM, I still speak positively about FTM. She simply wasn't putting out for the champ. I had a dumper around $1. And look, I'm glad I did, because just the other day I told you, listen, this thing can go under 50 cents. Watch out. Watch out now. Watch out now. FTM currently, where we at here? FTM. 35 cents. Sheesh. Completely getting clapped down 32%. Listen, this is probably due in part because of the stablecoin stuff, because, a lot of FTM maniacs are two maniacs. Harry Ye and them. Maybe got heated after, Yellen called for this regulation. I don't know, but, you're down 33% there on FTM. I'm glad that, didn't hang. And I like FTM. This is one of my favorite coins. Told you this, I'll keep it $1.50. But look, I didn't fall in love. I said, it's time to go. See you later. Goodbye. About the only coins that I'm willing to completely ride an 85% drop on are Bitcoin and ETH. People look up to Novogratz in his move. He also has Luna tattooed too. Ooh, are you serious? It's kind of cringy. Kind of cringe. They cringeth. Sheesh. Hey, again, people are going to do what they do. People will do. And, maybe Luna will bounce back. I have no idea. I mean, that Tomb bounced back at one point. But, Luna was way bigger cap than Tomb was. See who the gainers are. The reason for Luna and UST dump, anyone know? That's a great question. I think that Bitcoin just fell too quickly. And people had to cover their losses. And, no one expected BTC to go this low, maybe. And then, liquidation came. And liquidation time, ding, ding. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. Maybe you can, find a better answer. But, looking from the outside in, because I wasn't participating. I told you guys it's not because I was hating. I covered it. We talked about Anchor. I said, oh, this looks cool. Here's a place for your stables. Pretty steady. Seems all right. Big cap coin. It seems like a lot of corporate interest may be involved. But I didn't bite the bait. I want to see a little bit more. I bit the DeFi Kingdoms bait. And we made great gains, and we got out when, ultimately we gave it a second chance, but ultimately when it, stopped performing, we had to let it go. Let it go. Hashtag frozen. Hashtag, what's her name? The little frozen princess. I got a little girl, so, I'm tuned into the Disney. Hashtag let it go. Hashtag Anna. Elsa, that's the one. Hashtag Elsa. Let it go. 83 cents on DeFi Kingdoms Jewel, down 36%. It's not a bad time here to pick up some DeFi Kingdoms here. Perhaps maybe, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm sitting steady right now. I'll tell you what, the last thing I bought was Hex. Keep it $1.50 with you guys. I'm hanging and waiting. I was watching the Richard Hart stream yesterday with Wendy O. And shout out to both of them. I'm not mad at either or. And I'm just waiting for this post-chain hex gang. But I'm not married to it. I did the sack or whatnot, but I didn't throw half the bag on it or and even I didn't throw what some of you guys out there throw. And listen, I'm not mad at you guys either because it's looking like a potential boomer. Looks like this algorithmic stablecoin has flaws, maybe coordinated attack. Or it could have been built to fail so that Yellen could call for stablecoin regulation. I don't know. But, I'm just on the outside looking in. I don't know. I didn't get my hands dirty with Terra Luna nor UST. How's MIM doing? Because that's kind of algorithmic, right? Is that kind of algorithmic with a spell or whatnot? Magic Internet Money. The spell token took a clap. Down sub a penny. Another 40. This thing is completely clapped. All-time high. Remember when this one was we had exposure to too, but we got out as soon as it didn't do well. All-time high 3 cents. Down 96% from its all-time high. Spell. And then this is the behind Magic Internet Money. MIM. See where they're at. Are they on peg or not? I was on MIM for a while. There was like at 29, 30% there for a while. Looks like algorithmic stablecoin has flaws, maybe coordinated attack to take advantage of leverage. Says Johnson Cackery. Yeah. That could be the case. I'm waiting for the Magic Internet Money price page to load up. CoinGecko under attack on the left flank. They're slow today. I thought my internet was down. Every other website's running fast. It's just CoinGecko getting clapped out there. Let me check out CoinMarketCap. Seems like they're running a little faster today. ENS down 28%. People are spooked out there. MIM is what I was looking for. MIM at 99 cents, hanging out there. So they're back on peg. Interesting. They got clapped at one point, but no, this was earlier yesterday. They dropped peg. Maybe this was the spook. Look at their all-time chart. They've been pretty on point. Definitely not as bad as UST. And how convenient was it that this coin USDD just came out days before the UST meltdown? This is on Tron. This is Justin Sun and friends, right? This one came out. Seems like it's not even a month old. Welcome back. It's the voice of the blockchain. Crypto. Things are not always what they seem. Luna's and UST is wrecked. And what have we learned? That Shiba can boom, apes can boom, and what looks like a reasonable algorithmic programming stable coin can get completely clapped into crap. So, things are not always what they seem, guys. Don't be a hater. That's one thing. Don't be a hater. For those that's what I'm saying. People calling Hex a scam. Calling other things a scam and they don't even know. I mean, you don't even know. So you might as well just keep your mouth shut or try it out, but don't be a hater. Don't be a hater because you never know how it could pan out. Don't be a crypto Karen. Don't be a crypto cuck. That's 1,000. I'll take a few more comments and questions. Make sure you join the Champagne Room Discord. We're about to launch the Gold Spades NFTs soon as I finish the website. I'm going to make a simple one-page minting site. It's going to be a free mint to the Medal of Honor holders and those that get on the whitelist. I'll do another giveaway today. I'll give away, 3-4 whitelist spots. So if you want to get on the whitelist guaranteed, make sure you get a Medal of Honor on the secondary market. Whoever holds those tokens will be able to mint first. And I'll have a whitelist as well. This is going to be a free drop. Collect 3 face cards. Get a Meta Championship Ring NFT. When they drop, collect 4 number cards. Do the same. The Medal of Honor has a similar scheme where you can collect coins to get the championship ring. The championship ring will also have perks. We're leading up to the Metacox, which will be our bigger project. It's going to start off with the Metacox PFPs, but that'll be the key to unlock NFT battles. Ultimately, we want to develop a Street Fighter-like NFT game. So make sure you drop in and check out what we're doing there in the Champagne Room. Citadel borrows 100K Bitcoin, trades 25K Bitcoin for UST, opens a short, starts dumping 75K Bitcoin aggressively. Once BTC reached 30K, they started dumping UST to make it lose its peg. Yeah, it looks like a shit show. Leverage here, leverage there. It gets tangled. It becomes a custody issue. It's like, well, you think you have a ticket. Like, these stable coins, it's kind of like a ticket to redeem something else. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, allegedly it's backed by something, but then is it? I'd rather have the native asset, guys. If you've been in crypto long enough, you know that everything is a scheme to take Bitcoin and ETH. All of it. Bitcoin and ETH. Quant's forced to sell 25K Bitcoin at a major loss to recover the peg for their dumping of Bitcoin. Yeah, it just started dumping too much. People got to start selling, and start falling like a house of dominoes here, a house of cards. That's what's going on, unfortunately. And then you got Citadel shorting all the way. Yeah, that makes sense too. Problem, reaction, solution. Yeah, there's someone getting paid off this. That's absolutely 1,000. And like I said, there's a lot of coincidences here with Yellen calling for regulation, Tron launching its USDD. There's a couple things that look a little suspect. I don't have any evidence of anything. I'm pointing out that it looks a little, I don't know. Thanks a lot to Nicholas Wright for providing a little more insight and detail as to why Terra UST completely got clapped and obliterated there. You got Terra down 93% right now. Sheesh. Just as bad as any scam. Just as bad as any scam. You might as well call it a scam. I'm not going to, but I'm saying, like, what's the difference? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and it kind of hurts to comment on that because I don't think there was an ill intention. I hope not. But things are not always what they seem in crypto. Things can take a turn for either way. What looks like a scam could be solid, and what looks solid could behave like a scam. You just never know. That's why don't be a hater. And sometimes it's worth trying things out because you never know. Also, with that being said, you don't want to fall in love and throw the house on any of this stuff because you never know. It could go either way. You want some exposure, but you want some safe exposure, is what I'm saying. I think some exposure, you want to go out in the sun. You want to go out in the sun frequently. Okay? And in fact, I don't even care about sunscreen. Your body will tell you when you've been out there too long. You start heating up, you come inside, but you want to get frequent sun. You know, if you got to wear sunscreen to stay out there the whole day, maybe you shouldn't be out there the whole day. A little exposure here and there. You don't want to just ape into everything, though, you know. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions. Always a pleasure with the boomers here, the Metamaniacs, my day ones. Last month we celebrated 5 years here on the tube. Amongst one of the first cryptomaniacs, well, the first cryptomaniacs, but, you know, not the first guy on YouTube with crypto, but you know what I mean. Shout out to the OGs that are still rocking. There's only a handful. There's some that, you know, probably are doing other things, but I don't see them frequently on YouTube. I'll tell you that much. Which could be good or bad. I don't know. I don't know where they're at. Shout out to Adrian Kent, one of the OGs. I know Adrian Kent's been here for years. Johnson's been here for some time as well. Appreciate all you guys. Catch me on the Discord. I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto.